Is that better? There we go. I don't know what happened there. It decided to break itself, I think. Anyway, back to what I originally said. We had a awesome CitizenCon. It's been 2 years since one. This past one, they showed off some really cool how the wormholes will work, the differences between Stanton and Pyro. I think they're going to button up Stanton. I think they'll do their last finishing passes on everything and then button it up and then move on to another area. Most of the tech is there. They talked about server meshing. They talked about the rest of the PTU stuff. PTU 3.15 is open to all backers, so jumping on that will be next stream. Unfortunately for this stream, I had some hardware issues that I had to resolve, but those all got fixed. Unfortunately, not in time to be able to do the stream in 3.15. So I think that I'm working on fixing my controls and stuff to make everything work the way it needs to work. Come 3.15. So without any further ado, we'll roll the intro and then we'll get into it. All right, so while we wait for everything to load, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to do a character reset to get this to work right. Something's gone funny, and it's not loading in anything. I'm just stuck in the loading screen, which I'm not too fussed about because we got what is an excellent CitizenCon this year. They didn't demo off stuff that they're never going to implement. They didn't do anything crazy that it was so over the top that we'll never see it again, kind of thing, which has been an ongoing issue for a lot of people. I think a few people on YouTube were demonstrating their dislike for another CitizenCon being a tech demo of things that no one will ever get to see. The sandworm on the sandworm for one, dust storms and that kind of stuff. So this one, as much as I watched that I could watch this morning from about 5, maybe 6 o'clock until 7, because I'm a father of 3 kids, so I still have a bedtime. What I did catch was the tail end of it, and I've been spending whatever portions of the day today watching the first bit. So I've got through the Pyro announcement, like the walkthrough of the Pyro. I'm sorry, I've already announced Pyro, but the walkthrough of how the wormhole stuff works was excellent. I think that it's going to be a good year next year. Chris Roberts started off with a very good way of doing things by saying, the working from home has had an impact, blah, 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 so forth, so on. He's very honest about it. Something that I find strange in today's day and age of that transparency level. You don't see it very often in a lot of places. A lot of these game companies don't have what Chris Roberts has. He's been he's back and forth kind of thing, but I think recently in the past couple of years he's been very, very transparent about what's going on and how it's going. Same with I think they're doing a lot more community stuff, which a lot of more people appreciate. I think that with the with the Star Citizen Lives and the the weekly updates and the live shows that they do and the videos that they put out that are demonstrating what's going on in the background. This is where we're at with this. This is how this is going. That transparency is coming through. And I, for one, as a member of the community that's invested some cash into this, that I appreciate that. And I appreciate it because companies like EA, Activision, and that kind of stuff are putting out the same thing with a different skin. Like it's Ubisoft just did it with Far Cry 6. It's Far Cry 5, Far Cry 4, just in a different skin. It looks different. And that's all I can really tell. I can't tell what the difference between the two games is. At least with Star Citizen, pretty much the game changes every patch. I have video from 7 years ago when the HUD didn't exist. I've got a video from 5 years ago where the HUD existed, but you could see like your heart rate and you could see different aspects of it. Now it's a more slimlined HUD as opposed to what it used to be. I think that infinite loading screen and quick character reset in. Go. Give it like 15 minutes, I think. But some red flags here. Dropping frames. Yeah. But 400i was announced, and that that was going to be viable in 3.15. Riot, who's so graciously offered to take us around in it the next time I'm on 3.15 in the PTU, which would be Tuesday night. It's going to take us up in that, so much appreciated. It's a crazy looking ship with the big like eel just right dead center in the front of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Very Origin, lots of glass and white, and I hear there's a bar inside. What else was announced? The Liberator. That looks pretty cool. I always wanted to avoid the ground war stuff. Always wanted to avoid the ground war stuff because I didn't get a spaceflight sim game to play on the ground. However, after having taken a ballista out and the tank out and having a bit of shenanigans with those, I have to say, I kind of want to really give it a go. The Anvil Liberator being announced and demonstrated as this crazy piece of kit. Like, see, it's got 3 landing pads on it, so that's 3 fighters, medium fighters. I think they said it was. Put 2 vehicles inside of it and up to 400 SCU cargo. That's plenty. And when we can figure out a way to do inventory transfer between, just to do inventory transfer between 2 ships. So if I've got, let's say I had a Liberator and I've got 2 ballistas in the hull, and we dropped the ballistas off on a planet and they fired all their missiles, so rendered pretty much at this point useless. How do you reset those ships? If that 400 SCU of cargo could include ammunition and resupply for the units on the ground, what is this? What do we end up with? Well, we've got a ship that can do resupply with no issue. You load it to its gills. You bring it down to a planet. You drop off all your kit. You take it back up. You leave it in orbit. You take an Argo cargo down or whatever back to the planet, and then you work on, area denial. So this is going to be nuts when it comes to things like when we start getting our what do they call them? Stake in the ground. This is my land. Claim. So being able to claim chunks of planets for yourself and for others is going to be insane. I think the character reset's good. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I'm not going to have to jabber on for an hour and a half. Here we go. tell us more about your 400i, right? I think that I like it. I like the way it looks. I can't wait to see the inside of it. Oh, maybe it'll work this time. What do you like about it so much? Yeah, no worries. I'll try and get all this stuff. No. Locked out of my stuff. Watch a bit of this.
Want to know how to get more out of your trading?
With out-of-hours access.
I'm good.
An award-winning cutting.
All right. Right here. So this was excellent. I remember watching this. I don't care.
So here we are waking up in 400i that will be released in 315. This is the competitor to the Constellation. Doesn't compromise cargo for vehicle storage. It's faster, more agile than the Connie, and it can run with a smaller crew. So this is the captain's quarters, and then we'll go out and see a little bit more of the habitation deck, and then make our way to the cockpit.
It's excellent.
So this would be the social area that you can meet and eat and basically plan your next mission.
Of course, the star map that every Origin ship has. Uh-oh.
And then
hold up.
From here, we'll go to the cockpit, and then make our way more agile than the Connie. From here, we'll go to the cockpit.
I missed it. You reckon that's what Pyro looks like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe that's Stanton. Is that Stanton or is that Pyro?
And then from here, we'll go to the cockpit. All
right. We passed a couple of doors.
So here we're over Pyro 3.
Holy balls.
So that we've come here for a mission to acquire an artifact. And you'll be making your way down to a trading post. So wanted to just give you a quick overview, and then we can start talking about the planet.
Everything else looks about the same.
Just a terrestrial planet. Has a very thin,
that's crazy. Look at
breathable
that
atmosphere, but it's still pretty inhospitable, very cold. As you can see, some of those lightning strikes.
I need to get in black gold. That's my favorite combo. My R1's black and gold. I love it.
Looking.
Look at that. Look at this cloud.
So this is the first time we're actually seeing clouds above a terrestrial planet. You know, we went through quite a few iterations of forms. What we ultimately ended upon was something that felt quite dramatic, still believable in terms of how the wind would have shaped them. But yeah, like it's
crazy.
Showcasing a lot of the more recent tech that came online. Also, what we're seeing here is like some kind of distant thunder strikes. And what this is, it's kind of like a prelude to, you know, future weather features that will be coming on board, you know, and how this will tie into, you know, storms and ship handling, you know, due to the turbulence.
Look at that.
And it's great seeing the, you know, the rain hit the canopy glass here, you know, when you go through these cloud banks. Also, as part of the process of shaping, one of the things we really wanted to do is create these kind of like these pockets in between the clouds. So you're in these cavities, so as you're flying through, you get glimpses of the terrain beneath you. But you know, it feels really quite exhilarating.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
To fly through. Also, as well, like it's showcasing a lot of the more recent tech coming on board as well. So, you know, it's a lot of optimizations been going on. So it's way more performant than previously it was. Also, like the level of artifacting that we're seeing here is substantially reduced, certainly on higher spec machines.
It also gives you a great sense of parallax when you fly through these cloud sandwiches.
A cloud sandwich?
Yes.
That sandwich.
That's what it feels like.
So it'll
It
be
feels like you're the meat or the
having some
the
issues
cheese of a
logging
cloud
in, so I did
sandwich.
character reset. So until
Cheese
then,
with cloud sandwich.
we're
So
gonna
as we
chill
get
and
out
watch
of
a
the
bit of the
cheese,
CitizenCon stuff, the
another
gameplay from Pyro
really big feature that was important
in the
for
400
me
eyes,
was
which is
you
very
know,
clean.
terrain,
I have to say,
terrain
I agree
shadowing
with
and terrain
Riot. It's
occlusion from the clouds. So
nice.
you're actually seeing,
Definitely
these large
competitor
areas
for
of
the
occlusion
Andromeda.
cast onto the terrain. It's it just adds that
Look at that
depth.
terrain.
It just adds that believability to
Oh,
what we're seeing in
man.
a frame. And you know, when you see like these dark overcast clouds in the hovering above the mountains, it finally completes the frame.
All I'm
Especially when
saying
you see
is
these
that
distant rumbles of
I did demo the open
thunder in
beta,
the
the
distance.
closed beta, the open beta for Battlefield.
So James Cameron, who's
2042,
doing the run
And
through, yes, that is
I'm
his
not
name.
even kidding you. They have our time.
He will
with
be taking us
one
down
map.
to the outpost. The goal for us is to
This is a whole
basically
damn
make 50
planet.
of these, whether they're inhabited or
And
derelict
this looks better.
or even basically inhabited by a farmer or inhabited by a gang. So the goal is to have these act as different factions, and so that you can develop different rep associated with them, and you can start seeing how big these outposts
Check that out.
stretch to with the comms tower that's behind us, and then even some of the AA turrets that you'll actually see up close and personal.
That's a straight up. Look at that. Anybody got it? Like it's Star Wars. Mos Eisley. Oh, man. Don't land on the farm, bro.
That was a really good approach from James there. Good landing. That was a good solid 3 out of 10.
That's awesome.
3 out of 10. Jeez.
So it looks like
Ian's
crew
the top
3.
grader.
Yeah, I'd go 6 at least.
No one's ever got a 6.
Gotta watch me land, man.
So
That's
here
nice.
we'll go down to the technical deck,
Alright. Tech deck. Let's go.
show
Nice
up the
ladder on the
cargo
side just in
area,
case.
as well as the climate-controlled component areas, and then onto the gravity generator room and the stairway out.
Oh. That was it. That actually looked like a 9 out of 10 landing to me, but
So you'll be able to learn
that's
more about
harsh.
the ship in one of the later panels that we have with Ben, Paul, and John. I think the team did a great job on this.
Ooh.
I think this
That's
is one of my favorite
slick.
skins. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a new skin, just something that felt a lot more, suitable for Pyro. But you can see how it feels suitably worn and weathered, to fit
That's a
into these
skin.
these
That's
climates.
awesome.
And what we're seeing here is first boots on the ground, on Pyro. I think it looks great, especially in contrast to what we're seeing here is like actual AI on the terrain, walking about, going about their business. And is that an AA turret there?
That's a,
It
yeah,
is.
That's Nate.
And radio comms towers and all these other elements that we want to make sure that are interactive for the player and allows them to go and
Like the rocks
explore
have
or use it.
moss or lichen on them.
use
You
to
can
their
just
advantage.
track
We
points
want them
through.
to be able to interact with these different items.
Grass wiggles and
Here you
moves.
can
That's
see
pretty
like
cool.
Various outpost modules, to
See
the
all
right
the
there we've
fabric
got the
whipping in
garage
the
unit.
wind?
You can see the infrastructure on the
So this
roof.
is Pyro 3.
But this large, beautiful, archway here kind of signifies, the main entrance, the primary entrance to the main
You're gonna
social
do standing
module.
guard. I like it. Should have a helmet on, but hey.
I think the airlocks look great. Fits in with the art style beautifully.
Ooh, look at the rust on that.
The team did a great job on this.
And then we've seen the concept art previously in the day, and then here you can see it translated in game, and I think it
Oh, look at that.
absolutely looks
Look at that
fantastic.
bar. It's like you'd find two
The
Jedi
radial
sitting at it.
forms, you know, is quite
You didn't say
quite
that,
special
Jedi.
to this art style, and you can see how that complements these archways that lead into other areas of the outpost.
So with the AI, we want to make sure
Looking
that
really good.
it's living, it's breathing. If you look back a little bit, there was a chef actually cooking. There's security guards here to make sure that they're actually protecting their
Like the dirty
investments,
glass.
protecting their
This is
home
looking really good.
from strangers. And then, but you have good rep with them, and so
I'm
they
gonna look
allow
up
you
where
to
Idiot's book
kind
was.
of enter into certain areas that the other players wouldn't be able to enter into.
We also got a quick shot at the loadout that James is playing. So it's a female loadout, but it's also showing the backpack, which is new.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that backpack.
Also, some of the new hair.
I like the
as
gun
well,
sitting
which
against it as well.
is rendering much nicer.
So
This
here the
is
player
insane.
will make their way out to the trading post.
I wonder what the setup
go
was
see
like.
the dealer, acquire the
That
artifacts.
they recorded this on. Wish
And
they would tell,
for the
like they
trading
would put that
post,
up
you
on
know,
the
we
screen.
wanted
Like,
to get all
you
of
could
the
have this
junk
if
on
you
the
had
outside
this
as
bit.
well. You know, so the player can see it as they're approaching. We wanted, you know, as many tops as we could, and you can see it's using the new soft deck shader. So these are reacting to the planetary wind.
Oh.
You know, the same force that the tall grass and the moss on the ground is reacting to as well.
Other thing with the trading post is, like Ian spoke about before, the inventory and what they'll be able to actually sell here will vary depending on where they're at in the solar system. Are they
That
close
fire looks pretty
to
good.
a jump point where they might be coming down and using this as a chop shop, or are they in a very rural area that's, you know, they care more about
That
the frontier
peeling paint
lifestyle
looks
and being
real.
able to survive versus money.
We passed the kitchen as well on the way back there. That's the local diner for this outpost. Tough crowd. Also, so in the inside as well, you know, we wanted this, you know, kaleidoscope of colors and shapes. You know, like it's just literally the dealers displaying
That is so
all
much
the wares,
detail.
everything they'll have outside in the open here.
But for just an outpost on a planet. Like, this.
Well, welcome. Take a look. I'm sure I have what you want, and if not, I'll have something just as good.
Contextual menus.
Oh yeah, very good choice. Very good.
So after 5 million credits of disposable income, we get our first look at the Hadesian artifact, which is obviously going to be what is sort of a super rare
Look at that.
thing that you'll hopefully be able to start finding in the galaxy. Which is sort of, if you're familiar with the lore of Hades, was an old civilization that destroyed itself. So somehow this trader has gotten their hands on
Everything. Like there's bags of
artifact.
spices just chilling on the ground. Like this to me feels like an outpost on a planet. Like nothing screams like this is just. Oh, come on, ads.
Game, you're not ready for it.
No, nobody's ever ready for EVE Online.
So here we're going to run it back a little bit and show off a different way of entering into the trading post. This is a little bit more straightforward versus the
Like you can
in
see the
demo
chipping
one.
in the concrete
We
around
took
the
a side
entry.
route through
You
the
don't have
social
to go through
area.
that much detail.
So
The
yeah,
lights,
this is
the
just some
color of the
additional
lights.
warehouse space that the trading
You
post
know,
would have.
it's completely against
and you can
everything
see
that
it will lead
you see at, like
directly
PO,
onto the
right? So
this
PO
courtyard.
is everything's bright white lights
And for the
and
keen-eyed
everything here
people,
does
you'd see
feel
that
run
the
down. Like it
barbecue's still not
feels
being eaten yet.
there's trash places, there's stuff stacked
Grill
up.
master would be
But nobody's
fired.
going to get rid of it because
Yeah.
it could be useful at a later time. So it stays
Still
there.
full of wieners.
Systems that look rudimentary and old.
So with this area again, we just want to make sure that it's filled out with items, filled out with different things that you can interact with and possibly
And I really like
buy.
the way that all of these, the interior walls,
like Dave said in the beginning,
look like they were 3D
we want
printed
the stores to feel different
with all
here,
the different, with all the
but
stacked layer lines on
it's
top
still
of
making
each other.
it feel
Like that's what came
believable.
first, and a bunch of
Quick
drones or 3D
reference to
printers
some
printed the
additional
the
traversal areas
external
there
of the
on the
buildings,
right when we
and
came
then
in.
people came in and put in the windows, put in the doors, put in the locks and all that good stuff.
Sure I have what you want, and if not, I'll have something just as good.
Yeah. The guys had a lot of fun dressing these areas. There's a lot of storytelling going into it.
So here we decide not to pay the price. And we want to, we don't mind losing reputation with the faction, and decide that we're going to take the artifacts through betrayal.
Just take it
Jackson.
straight in the backpack.
So here we've got different routes for the players to enjoy and to use to flank and also navigate around. So each area will have different secondary and tertiary routes of navigation.
I had to go run
James
off too.
was really just trying to scare him there versus actually kill him.
That was intentional. Good shot, James.
You could also, if you notice real quick, there was a.
These guys are harsh on each other.
The civilians are actually cowering as opposed to fighting, which is kind of, you'll see another coming up. But it's super cool.
So again, here the player will have the choice. You know, do they actually want to interact with the
You
civilians,
stand there with their hands up. Look at
or
that.
you know, does their conscience get better of them?
I think James
Just
made the right
cut
choice.
through
there.
those, cut through those security
He was
forces.
nice. Yeah.
One of the things when we was playtesting this a lot is when you see the enemy AI kind of fanning out across the terrain like that. It's fantastic to see. It feels really great. Just seeing the base start to wake up to you and actually trying to exfiltrate.
Look at this.
Also, I know it's
He's
under
hauling.
you know, combat stress, but that yellow grass just looks fantastic.
Ooh.
That's how I play.
So here, James just wants to get out real quick.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't run over and turned on all the anti-aircraft stuff. Deep, deep, deep. That landing gear up, get off the planet. There we go.
So as we slightly hinted to in the first walkthrough, this is where the AA turrets will come alive, and basically,
Oh, all right, there you go.
if you're not fast enough, as James isn't, with your countermeasures, then they'll take you down.
Harsh.
Is if the faction is already against you from the very beginning, and what are different ways that you can go about it.
So
Yeah,
here we are in our
sniper
last
rifle.
walkthrough.
Yeah.
Since you're all by yourself, we wanted to show the player take a stealthy routes versus if you were with friends, you could go in guns blazing. But this allows the player to come in, access the outpost from a
Lightning
different
bolt
side
go,
than what we've shown. It also allows them to clock all the AI and see how they want to approach the problem and see what other secondary or tertiary routes would be open to them,
Look at this.
either via the ladder or maybe a possible door.
Flood. Oh, I should have shot. My earlier comment about having a helmet on.
Good night. That was a great shot. Also, one thing we did as well, as Todd said, you know, we changed the time of day. The wind is slightly stronger, so you'll see the gorgeous yellow grass blowing just a little bit more intense than before.
It's a storm coming in.
Also, what we're seeing here is like something to imply at the frontier living. You know, maybe they're growing crops or vegetables out here, but it also gives a kind of like a soft cover approach to the perimeter of the base.
The suppressor on
Nice.
that thing. still gets me the grip.
Also, with it being a different time of day, this allows
us
to show off the AI having their 24-hour schedules so that they can be in different areas when you approach it. So if you approach it at night or you approach it during the morning, you know, they'll be doing different things. Whatever
shit got an elevation
is valid for their schedule.
Oh, the door's locked.
That door's locked, so there's no going through that way. But what James does actually see here as he's scouting out the next AI is, you know, just checking the roofline. But as I said previously, we wanted as many kind of like views in to the base as possible. You know, just so the player can continue to keep context of what's inside.
But also, when you're inside, it allows the player to have context of where they're at within the actual outpost, and that was a great shot.
The AI fell beautifully on the already called out beautiful yellow grass. And moss.
he just straight went
So as James is looking back, what he's doing is actually making a mental map of, you know, possible routes, possible advanced traversal routes on top of the outpost.
Shoot through the glass. No.
And we saw the dealer there in the bedroom, just end of the day.
So with each outpost, there'll be different routes that will be open to the player or closed to the player. So some of them might have ladders on the outside, some of them might not. Some of them might have basically ways to get in through the floorboards, other ones won't. But this is just one version of.
I mean, this is crazy.
Many possibilities. So here, the player will take a secondary route of navigation all the way up to the roof, and then from here.
Let's see if this works. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. How long have I been streaming for? Like in total or for tonight? Tonight, 48 minutes. In total, I'll be off and on for 12 months. Not as concentrated as an effort as I have been in the past about 2.5 months. I tried keeping to my schedule. I've had a few work commitments come up where I get sent away and have to go and get a bunch of stuff done. But those are pretty sparing at the moment. So I'm not having to go out for work, and it means I can stay here and I can do some streaming. If this ever decides to kick itself back in. Well, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm super excited for your for opportunity to go into the under eye. I think that's quite cool. I think it's working. Yep. I hope it's working. We'll see here in a second. If the game actually loads for me. It wasn't loading last time. Am I ever coming back to the States? Like permanently? Maybe. Got a really good career here. Wife's got a really good career here. The kids are doing really well in school. I think the chances of us moving back to the US and living there permanently are pretty low, but we are looking at coming back for a visit as soon as we can. It's been too long since the grandparents have seen the grandchildren. They like to tell me quite often. So we're planning a trip back to the States sometime soon-ish. Hopefully, it'll be sooner rather than later. Hopefully, it'll be sooner rather than later. I do. There's a bunch of things I do miss in the States, though. Mostly the food, portion sizes. Why don't you come down here? Why don't you come down and land down under? How much do you miss it? How much you miss it? Driving on the wrong side, of the right side of the road, left side of the road. Is this working? Oh, thankfully. There we go. We're logged in now. Get some gaming going. There we go. Get this. There we go. There we go. Oh. Alright, chat off. So I've had to reset my character, unfortunately, which means that I gotta go back. I think I'm in Babbage. Yeah, I'm in Babbage. I think that's where I picked that. I just randomly clicked. Oh, it means I gotta get all my gear back on. Armor, here we go. Why do I look like a ghost? Get me a hill whore helmet. There we go. Creepy. Where's my neon? Yeah, there you go. Yes. I think it was I had the MacFlex Core Dark Red, and was it the Imperial Arms? No, it was True Def. Yeah, that's right, True Def. And no, was it the chunky legs? Big legs, look at them big thighs. There we go. Every once in a while, right? I don't want to admit too much because, you know, but I have to admit that every once in a while, I kind of like, after a long day at work or, you know, having done a bunch of stuff from stupid o'clock until whenever, that I feel myself going to go take that long left instead of the short left, and I have to catch myself about halfway through, and then get back onto my side of the road. It's an experience. But I do miss going to places like Denny's and IHOP. They really don't have that here. Everything's very boutique and that kind of stuff. So, you know, I do miss that kind of stuff. I do miss the portion sizes, man. Like $20 at IHOP, and you've got like a feast. Gamma Duo, Corsa Suppressor, and a Field Light. Let's see. My favorite pistol. There's the Delta, yep. Suppressor, of course, and a Field Light. And you need an. Oops. Oh, that's right. I did a character reset. I have no ammunition. But I need that combat knife there. There are a few things that I do miss, and that's primarily one is the portion sizes and the food. I miss I also miss. There's a couple other things. I was just having this chat with my family, but yeah, they miss they miss seeing the grandchildren, and I do tend to miss things, little things. All right, cool. My ships. Do. Come on. I do have a fair amount of stuff. Everything's set right. See, that's a bowling. That's not the one I want. No, avalanche all the way. Do I want the eclipse or do I want? Yeah. FR-76 is all the way there. Yeah, Panthers. Leave the Panthers on. And then Miss Saber, my favorite ship. My favorite fighter, anyway. My dad's been on my case about my GADs of the States and what I want to do with them. I was holding out. I was like deeply holding out. Go get a license. Go, you know, go compete competitively again. That kind of stuff. But the red tape is deep. There's a whole lot of that. I want glaciers and JS300 and what Mirage and FR-66. Keep the Panthers on, and I don't have to paint for you. The aim changes as you go. I do miss barbecue. I don't miss the barbecue, right? But I miss everything that goes with it. You know, I don't miss the barbecue food because you can get barbecue here that's pretty close. But I miss like the bonfire, the people cooking the barbecue, and there's a big fire going, a bunch of people standing around in Carhartts and boots, and you know, some poor bastard sitting in the corner splitting wood, slamming bush light. Things, it's stupid little things like that you know, when you don't have them for a very long time, you kind of forget that they exist, and then you have those memory snaps where it's like, oh, and then you remember, and then you go, oh, I do miss that. And what was the last one? Arrow. I fixed up the arrow. Leave that the same. This was Glacier, JS300, and FR-66. Swap these out with Badgers and the NN13s with an XJ1, I think. And that should do me for the arrow. Sweet. It's pretty much the 3 ships that I always use. Right, you still there, man? Probably playing. Everybody's moved up to the PTU. You play this game, Lil Bean? Oh. Yes, I know I'm live. All right. New Ravage. Player character running by. Losing all of the frames. There we go. Why does Babbage look different? Oh, this is the hospital. We're running to the hospital. Oh, that's right. Nurses will be different in the next patch, too. We'll be able to actually go to the medical rooms and all that good stuff. Ooh, it's exciting. That'll be Tuesday. Because I'll make a concentrated effort to ensure that I'm ready to be in the PTU by Tuesday. Look at this. And just the contrast, right? I think that's the biggest difference here. The contrast between what we just saw in Pyro and this is crazy. Alright. Scram is in 20 seconds. We want to go to the spaceport.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
COD. I loved me some COD, but I kind of got over it. Battle Can Sam. Yeah, this is a gorgeous game. It's got a lot of problems. Don't get me wrong, right? All of the bugs, but nobody can deny that. Holy crap, does it look good? Which update? 3.14? Because we're still on it. PTU just went to 3.15. Well, it mean if you ever consider getting into PC gaming as opposed to console gaming, join the elite, get away from the plebs. And you kind of like spaceflight sims like this. It's not only a spaceflight sim, but it's got a bit of FPS stuff. Oh, it's got all the bugs. It's got all this. I've had at times where it's like the game doesn't load in an elevator. You fall through the map. The elevator isn't there. But I mean, it's undeniable that this game is absolutely just screenshot worthy all of the time. I don't help myself because I run the game in 4K and I lose a lot of I've got a lot of frame dips and stuff because of it. But like when here's a glitch for you. Here's a bug. Doors aren't opening. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. The game breaking ones, the 30Ks and that kind of stuff. This, where I can't get the transit doors to open. Open doors, open. See, there's actually two trams inside of each other right now. And now oh, watch, it's gonna crash now. And that's why. 30K. Yeah, that's what I figured it was, because of... Welcome to the bugs. Welcome to the bugs. You did too? Everybody 30K, everything is broken. It is. I think some of the bugs are endearing. Some of them you just kind of shake your head and go, Star Citizen. After, however many... Ooh, no, gotta exit it. No, go back. No, not what I wanted. I have to completely exit, come back into the game. Or something won't load. Crash. There we go. Get back into it. Yes, I know it's an alpha. I find a lot of it's pretty good. Yeah, right? It's normal. I have some nights where that's a server-side crash, so the servers themselves crash, they're timed out or whatever. I've had nights where I can play for 6-7 hours and nothing. It's usually when I'm doing stuff like prospecting, where I'm out just flying a ship and smashing smashing rocks for the sake of smashing rocks. Yeah, ride's been going for 4 hours in the PTU and no crashes. So, you know, or here's a bug for you, right? Mouse is here. What? It's highlighting over there. So just little things like I just go. If I exit out and then come back into it, then it works. What I do need to do is copy this folder back into here real quick. All right. Maybe it's not there. It's here. Yep, sweet. Now it'll work. I had to copy my controls folder back into my user folder. But I find the reason I keep coming back to Star Citizen, even after long periods of not playing it, I think I went about 6 months or 8 months of not playing it. I come back to it because my throttle that I've got here, throttle and stick that I've got, they kind of scream to me like, use me. So then I load up Star Citizen again and get back into it. Well, that was pretty quick. Frame rates are good. I can spell. Yeah. I definitely need a new computer. Give everything a second to uh-oh. Like that. Yep. I got out of bed too quick. Can I get back in my room? Can't get back into the room. Oh, man. But stuff like that you get used to. You just go, yeah, whatever. It is an alpha. Like, it's not a complete game yet. But I honestly have to admit that I find this is more fun than playing Battlefield. just if that elevator isn't, yeah. Here we go. You want to see Free Falling? What happens when elevators don't load? You do get in trouble for that sometimes. You get a crime stat. Alright, here we go. Maybe this time it'll be there. If not, I gotta exit the menu and server hop. Ah, there it is. Fell from the 9th floor. But I have to say that they did a big Citizen Con. It's supposed to be an annual thing where they show off a lot of the future tech and stuff coming out. They had one this morning at 2 in the morning to 7 in the morning, and it was exceptional. Oh, gonna have the server crash as well. Damn it. Wasn't quick enough. Tran killed me. you're gonna get sick of seeing this bed, and I'm gonna just assume that's a bottle of ketchup. Yep, tomato ketchup. It is 0.7% natural, and some Axe body spray toilet shower. Yep. I need to go to the toilet. Hit. Think, and just the shower head. Usually the shower head comes out too. Yeah, forge. The amount of detail in this game is insane as well. Like, I don't usually see games where the devs have put this much effort into it. I did play about 5 hours worth of the Battlefield 2042 beta, and that was I'm a hardcore Battlefield fan. I mean, COD's great for a lot of things, but it just doesn't have like the crazy amount of combined arms exercises. You know, you got tanks on the battlefield, you got jets, you got close air support, and that kind of stuff, and helicopters and whatnot. And played a couple hours of it, and I can tell you, it's just I wasn't feeling it. I thought there's a lot of balancing issues going on in there. But I don't feel like that with this.
Careful,
You know,
doors are now closed.
if somebody wipes me out, in a PvP session, it's because they're a better pilot. I don't think that they've equipped themselves better, they've used better equipment, or they've done, 200 hours in the arena commander honing their skills. It's just, they're better than I am. I do have to admit that the FPS portion, so the actual FPS combat in Star Citizen isn't the greatest. Everything feels a bit laggy, kind of delayed. You do get to lean out, that's kind of neat. But there are some issues, like depending upon the helmet you're wearing, you may use a sniper rifle, but your helmet clips through the front lens of the sniper's rifle, so you can't actually see through anything, so you can't use the sniper rifle. I think that this game's gorgeous. It's just a random crap that they put up. Established 2893.
Nearing next stop.
Yeah, open up. Let me out. Me and my neon TV set up. NBIS. Just look at how everything's well maintained. It's all clean. Don't get me wrong, Lorville's a good hole and everybody hates it, but better work elevator. We just watched a bit of Pyro, and what is that? How absolutely insane is that? Rumor has it it'll be out in 4.0. Which is the next, I think there's one more patch. 3.15 is supposed to be the last of the free series patches, and then move to the next iteration of which will be 4 series patches. Oh, I thought they were standing information, like there's something about to go on, but they must have all just been getting their procedural instructions. All right, come on.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where
Yeah,
creative
doing that.
innovation meets innovative creativity.
Make mine deliver my platform. Yeah, 10.
Remember,
10. No, no. Textures for my ship haven't loaded. There we go. I gotta walk this up really carefully because I usually trip, fall on my face going up those stairs. Ooh. Get through the servers. Get through here. Another hallway. And bam, into the seat. Now I reckon I'll quick run out to... Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Yep. There we go. And then strafe up. Strafe down. Strafe left. Yep. And strafe right. Oops. I'm going to go into controls. Version settings, flight movement, and straight forward. Lotus 2, version settings, light movement, forward, yes. I don't think I have a third HOTUS. Okay. Do this one. And joystick number 4. Alright, that should do it. That should do it. Be able to fly now.
Crusader Industries.
Yes.
A journey worth taking.
Good.
Systems on.
Now, open the hangar doors for me. Key bindings, advanced controls, flight movement. Yeah, no. Get rid of that. Yeah, so I just want this to look around. Here we go. Open up. Open up. Alright. Here we go. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash. Yes, there we go. Very good. Oh, look at that. Oof. Game is gorgeous. Can't help myself. I have to stare at it. It's just... Alright. Let's get somewhere. Now, I'm on microtech. Actually, Ooh, they've got my favorite mission. We're gonna stop it as well. Oh, yeah, let's try. Alright. Where's my distress beacon? Oh, excellent. It's plus Y too. I'll go to Tesla first. Ooh. Go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Landing
That's
gear
right there.
loaded.
I'm in a much too large ship if there's other ships hanging out. There's going to be a very squirrely dogfight.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
This ain't 90. Let's cut this. Oh, here we go, here we go. This is gonna be on. Yeah.
Attack on shields.
Too bad I didn't set the rest of my controls like I normally do. Come on. The shields are doing pretty decent. You can tell me a bit. No, get the critical. I'm taking damage. I have no idea what happened there. Ah, crap. I was not ready.
Attack on shields.
Check your system before you decide to go and fight something. But I reckon I'm gonna die. Oh, you're definitely gonna die. Yeah, not gonna make this fight. Come on. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I can change it. Ah, I hate resetting my character. I hate resetting my character.
Attack on shields.
Alright, you know what? I will be back. There's Tressler. get too fast there. Or else I'm going to respawn. If I'm going to respawn on Babbage, and I don't want to go through all of that again. Yeah, no, I'm not going through all that again.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Let me get my controls sorted out for me. These controls set. Why is this? Vehicles view. Rid of all that stuff. Seats and operator modes. This operator mode 3. No, I need that. Docking targeting. Here we go. This one, it was this one. Yeah, gotta get rid of that as well. Cycling. Oops. Back. Forward. Reset the auto. Vehicles, weapons, 1 and 4. We need to change that. Missiles. Yep. Increase number of armed missiles. Yep. Decrease number of missiles. Yep. And that's what I want there. Where's the view? Vehicles view. No. No, go away. Go away. Go away. There we go. Maybe get a good landing down. That's better. Here. I gotta change that in there as well. Better be quick too. No. That's my vehicle lock button. Be able to call in from my that ATC. You don't remember all of the things that you do when you set yourself up. Power, toggle on thrusters, yep. Doing that stuff. Cockpit. Yeah, don't need that. Systems ready, open, close doors, lock all doors, flight movement, couple mode. No. Maybe being weird. Toggle VTOL. Flying system. Oops. Ah. There he goes.
Landing
Now everything's set.
down.
Now we can actually get some stuff done. Get landed real quick. Switch out to my other favorite ship, which is the Saber.
Landing complete.
All right. Get this all done up while I run inside real quick. Change over to the Saber and then take the Saber out. This thing's just too big to try and fight with by yourself. Saber going. Here it is. Come on. Come on. There we go. Store the MSR. Retrieve the Saber. Yeah. Add to. This should be better. Maybe. We shall see. What was the other ship that they announced? What was the thing they announced? Server meshing. Yeah, we talked about that for a bit. Haven't got that video yet. I watched about 2 minutes of it. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. No, Daddy's home.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Launch complete. Landing gear rejected.
Oh, that's much better.
Thank you, and please visit again.
That just feels better. I don't have any ammunition. Fuck it. I'll just pick up their guns. Oh, we'll see how this goes.
Initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Let's try to change those out too to size 1s. That's the origin. Yep. Where are the other two? Must have scared them off. Here we go. Oh, there's shots already being fired on the ship. I can hear it. Yep. Alright, here we go. I have 30 rounds. Is that one of the security guys? Pirate. Cut that way, and there should be 2 up that way. Shots. 2 shots each. Alright. Got 10 left. And 14 shots. Quick trick. Jump in, turn it on. Jump into the ICU bed. Make it your preferred ICU. That way if you do die, you just come back here. Alright, ship's on. Whoa. Nobody here. Oh, there we go. There's one. Oh, awesome. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. F2. Equipment manager. Weapons. That's gonna do me some good. There we go. I've got 2 of these. Laser pointer, why not? At least it's 120 rounds. Nobody's in the pool. Pools, the showers. Alright, now we need to go down to our access. I think this door pops up. Yep. And just in case I die. Come on, come on. That's not another panel. Is this panel? Yeah. The trick. The trick of your have you ever done this mission before? If you die, that's where you spawn. So at least you're back on the ship. I have a feeling that there'll be a few in here. Yep. So the security team is dead. Which is unfortunate. I usually like coming in here. I usually like coming in and saving these guys. That was a dramatic death guy. Open up, open up. That's right. Oh, no, I need to get to the hangar. There's always two dudes chilling in the hangar. Somebody just blew up my ship. I reckon somebody just blew up my ship. Woohoo! I bet you somebody took out my ship. Another bit of Origin masterpiece here. It's like the cold stores. Escape pods. Too bad you can't get these to work yet. That'd be a fun way out. I'm on crew deck. Let's go. Come on. That's cool. Hatch hold down to come on, open up. Yeah, I can't see my saber in any way. Means yeah, somebody else must have gotten this mission and blown up my ship. Gotta love it. Gotta absolutely love it. Welcome to the Origin 890 jump. Bodies floating in the spa. Love the textures in here. I need to go down to the med bay. Wipe that dude out. Everybody's dead in here. It's the elevator. Oh, this is the remote turret. Just back in the cruise kitchen. And the main kitchen. Dining. Accommodation. This medical. That was the billiards room, games room. And they didn't spare time or expense on everybody here. Yep, let's go. Waiting lounge. What a decadent waiting lounge. Med bay. Come on, open up. And turn this off as my preferred ICU. Put my gun away. And die. Oh, that's always fortunate. There's no other way off this boat, and I'm not floating all the way back to Port Bessler. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the chat. Everybody that's new. Steve, Super Sanker 4508. Today will be the last. Maybe today. Yeah, maybe I don't want to sport into the future. But next stream will be into the 3.15 PTU. Had some issues. I wasn't able to get it loaded in time for the stream, so just had to go back to 3.14, drooling for the opportunity to jump into 3.15. I am super excited to see Death of a Spaceman. Balls. Elevators haven't loaded in. I hate this glitch. Yeah. There we go. Can I get out of the station? Can I get through it? Right. Let's get through here. One of my favorite glitches. The no elevators glitch. Hasn't had a tap in a while. Oh, come on. There we go. Must be on a different deck, yep. At least the elevator spawned. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We had a good old chat about Pyro and CitizenCon 2021. How awesome was that? We watched a bit of gameplay footage from Pyro while we waited for the game to settle itself and decide what is wrong with your knees. For it to settle itself and get into it. I attempted, I managed to clear that that facility by myself. However, didn't realize I didn't have any ammunition. So almost ran out of rounds through it. Let's just see who's in chat right now. Lacey Locks, Lil Bean, Rattlecan Sam. Thanks for the follow, by the way, if I haven't thanked you yet for that. And oh man, I'm gonna butcher that. Shanwalla? Shanwalla? I think that's how you say it. Thanks for joining us. Trying to get through this craziness that is 3.14 only because we just I just want to see 400i, and Riot's got himself a 400i, so he's graciously offered us the opportunity to go through it. So Tuesday night, definitely going through the 400i, definitely giving that a go. We saw it in the Pyro gameplay feature that it came through. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Another Origin ship though, like it's opulent to the extreme. Wait. Give me my light fighter. Take this out for a spin. Had to. Wait. That's not what I wanted. I think the bounties are in here. Occupants. Oh, that's right. Because I just reset my character, I've got to start it all from scratch again. That's wonderful. Oh, we'll do a silly little bounty. Said pad 2. What else have we seen? The Liberator. Anvil Liberator? Yes, Anvil Liberator. Holy balls. That's going to be fun. Awesome alternative to the A2, C2, M2 Starlifter line. I don't find it as intimidating as the Starlifter. Where's my ship? Okay. I don't find it as intimidating as that thing because it's just like this giant winged bird of prey that's just coming down on top of you with all of its guns and stuff. Whereas the Liberator is definitely from staging several of them to come in to do like from an orbit assault down onto a planet to drop your what do I call that? Your retention, land retention. Gone and smash yourself some enemy positions, homesteads. The word I was looking for about an hour ago. Homesteads. When we start being able to claim homesteads, I think that's when those ammo ballistas and tanks will come into play, because how awesome would it be if one org found another org's homestead location and just pulled a crazy raid on it? Yeah, infantry, air support. Oh, it'd be awesome. It cost in-game credits to build AA positions, and oh, I'm super excited. And Death will have some weight to it now. Can't just willy-nilly suicide. In the new system, you'll lose everything. You lose a lot. Everything on your character goes into a box that stays in persistence. I mean, you can go and get later, but Check shields. Shields are going up. Ooh. Which means we'll have to stop along the way. $93. I think I grabbed the wrong shit for this. 93. Yeah, okay, so we can go to Mike R1, then to Hurston L4, refuel. We might be able to make it.
Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
All right. Let's get flying.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You know the other one? I wish I was in the PTU. Tuesday night. I'm dying to be in the PTU. Ah, just. Microsec, yeah. L1. Get us there, Daddy.
Initiated.
I can't wait to jump in that 400i, man. Much appreciated seeing it. I think I'll smash through and try and convince another friend of mine to hop on. He's had some issue with his sticks recently, so hopefully he's got him fixed. If he doesn't have him fixed, he can bring him to me and I'll fix him, and he can go back and do his thing. Which reminds me. So, did they implement permadeath in the PTU, or is that when they actually release the patch itself? Oh yeah, you'd have to be. It'd have to be enjoyable. I know, I'd love it. All right, so the permadeath and all that good stuff isn't in yet because they haven't implemented the tier 0 medical patch yet. Can you at least put your weapons in the weapons racks? Yeah. Left, not really print. Awesome. What's that? Oh, see, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I want. Just to take my MSR and just dump all my crap into it. Beat. Just come in here, top up, and then see if I can't make it someplace. Come on, let me in. There it is.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
Where's the landing bay? There it is.
Landing gear deployed.
Do-do-do.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Restock, refuel. Give me all my stuff for the next one. So before we get into actually through the 400i, what do you think? Do you think it's a comparable competitor to the Andromeda or the Corsair? That's the one. Trying to remember all my ships.
Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Alright, can I make it?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Oh, just. I have like 20 fuel left.
Initiated.
Luxury transport, okay. Or is it luxury explorer? Oh yeah, oh god, yes. The Connie's definitely a workhorse. That's definitely not a, it's definitely not something you would, you know, try to take to your high school reunion to impress all your friends with. You're taking the 400i. It's definitely more luxury than anything else, though. But it's Origin. Origin is synonymous with luxury and opulence and over the top, exotic materials, clean lines, rounded corners. Anything and everything you can assign to the word luxury, Origin embodies. Which is good. Every different manufacturer has a different art process, I guess. And all of that's the whole idea behind it all. Like, I'm loving it. Anvil's very, you know, regimented military, Crusaders like that, you know, it's future tech, and it's definitely tough. Figured out I can fit a buggy in the 400. Oh, in the we didn't get to see the cargo bay in the pyro video. So that, you can figure which buggy, the Grey Cat buggy, you can go up the ramp. If I haven't said it yet, welcome to the stream. If you're catching in, tuning in, if you like what you see, consider following. If you don't, then that's cool. There's a suggestion box in the bottom if there's anything you think I could do better. Definitely leave a suggestion. I take it all on board. That's the button. This is definitely quicker. Oh, it's because I put the VX in it. What else am I looking for in 3.15? That was on. I haven't gotten the server mission video yet. Oh, come on, there it is. What else have I gotten to? Seen the 400i. Well, we'll see that on Tuesday night if you're available, right? If you're not, that's cool too. I don't want to hold you to. I'm not going to hold you to my stream schedule. If you're playing and you're on, we'll hop on. Hush yourself. Where'd it go? Season Con. That's not it. That's not it. Where's the most recent videos? There we go. Systemic Sounds of Space. So I haven't gotten to the server meshing yet. I haven't gotten to the planetary tools. I've gotten to Gen 12 and a multi-core of Vulcan. I think that's like a required, which will make the game that much more better and that much easier to run. And I will lose the argument that I need to upgrade my PC, so keep that one away from the we'll keep that one quiet for a while. The one that got me was this live regeneration. I haven't gotten to either. Let's get to this planet. That is bright sun. God, look how cool this is. The space rocks. Yeah, I love it. I'm sorry. I can't help myself sometimes. I just bask in the glory of it all. Let's get up here. Hold the throttle down. That's bright. They're really bright. I feel like I'm gonna go partially blind just trying to land.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing bay. Maybe this one, right? Yeah. Oh, went down there. Usually pretty good at calling them.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm gonna take you out, Rodolfo Tagawa. Let's get in.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yep. Fill her up. There it is. There's my quantanium that I need. Hydrogen next. Hydrogen's full. Repairs complete.
Launch complete.
Alright. Let's get after our bad guy.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright.
Thank you, and please visit again.
That's the one. Let's get it. So, I know you're just bringing out a character reset, but there's something about it that I'm going to enjoy. And the fact that if I reset my character because of some issue, my reputation and my standing with each of the different factions doesn't change, right? Because I was at very high risk or whatever with the bounty guild, and now I'm back to square one pleb status, which is not cool. I'm gonna take this guy out and I'm at the end of it. All right, so what else have I not seen? Life of the Verse, seen it. Strip Talk, watched it. Crafting Worlds, Planetary Tools. Now, if there was anything that's gonna make them putting out the rest of the stations and stations, what am I talking about? Putting out the rest of the systems that is in the lore of the game, that planetary tech is gonna be key to being able to do that. And just seeing the pyro with the clouds and the break in between the clouds, and then you've got more clouds, and then you've got like comes in and it's just like gorgeous vistas, grass covered plains, mountains with snow caps on them in the background. It's like that's you have to find happiness in the little things, and finding that's just an absolutely gorgeous just backdrop is insane. Then can you imagine, right? So that's the beauty, the serenity of it. But then the absolute chaos that's going to happen on the ground level when they bring in theaters of war, right? You've got like infantry, and you've got tanks, and you've got the anti-air ballista, and you've got, you know, the dropship coming in, pushing a bunch of infantry out and flying back out. You've got the liberators coming in. You've got your close air support on top. The Ares, the Ion coming in for sweep runs against infantry. You mix all that together on what was those beautiful vistas. Oh, like that's what I look forward to. I don't look forward to the, you know, what everybody's talking about, like server meshing, and you know, I'm not going to get super hyped about, you know, back in netcode. What I do get excited about is things like Star Citizen that just isn't just a COD. It isn't just a Battlefield, which is respawn, die, repeat, respawn, die, repeat, spawn, die, respawn, die, repeat, ad nauseum for an hour. And I get that it's exciting for a lot of people, and it gets people's blood pumping, and you get your adrenaline up. Tarkov was another one that I played for a while. It's just, you know, my anxiety levels going through the roof in an attempt to not die, because I had no idea what was going on. There we go. And that's a hell of a game too. But I think that because Star Citizen is going to bring all of that together, like it's bringing in combat, it's bringing in mining, it's bringing in cargo runs. You could spend a significant amount of time mining and building up a personal fortune, and then going out and buying an 890 jump, and then offering people, you know, tickets for 5,000 credits to go from place to place, or spend your time as a, you know, interstellar taxi or interstellar Uber, whichever you want to say, whichever's not going to give me a copyright strike, flying between place to place to place, picking people up, dropping them off, which I think would be a really big effect in, here we go, spools off, G-safe's off, coupled mode, there we go. Peeping in on them. It's lucky we got a stealth ship. It's the implementation of all of that together, and the fact that you just do what you want. Want to be a pirate? Be a pirate. Could be a pirate and pyro. The reduction in jurisdictions is going to be super high. It's an outlaw system anyway. At least that's what they said it was going to be. There we go. My guy's right over here. Why can't I? Not letting me suppress overall IR. What's this? Oh crap. I forgot to set my decoys up. That was pretty quick. Yay, I got my tiny tracking permit. We definitely need to keybind. Oops, not where I need to be. No. Oof. Got to set up my decoy and flares up. Yep. Missiles. No, not that one. Weapon, not that one. Nope. Nope. Make you go faster button. Missiles. These shields and countermeasures. Decoy launch. Noise. And take out vehicles, views. Go away. And go away. There we go. So I don't have to dodge missiles. We got time for another contract. No. I gotta pay 1,000. Maybe I don't. But I am super excited for 3.15, so I think that I'll do. Head to Everest. Get there. Welcome to the stream, if I haven't said so yet. If you were here for the last time I said it, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, consider giving us a follow. If not, that's cool too. There's a suggestion box in there somewhere on my about page, I do believe, that you fill out drop me a suggestion, and I'll try my best to. Hey, there it is. Is that it? Everest Harbor. I'll try my best to fix whatever it is that's an issue. Usually it's something stupid on my end, like forgetting to turn the audio on or something. Yeah, something stupid on my end, like I forgot to turn the mic on or whatever. But if you haven't seen this game before, Star Citizen, the most crowdfunded game thing ever. I've been playing on and off for the past 7 years. Consistently been playing for the past 2 or 3. I used to be very, very, very skeptical about this turning into vaporware and all that good stuff that everybody was on about. But I've definitely converted to I wouldn't say a fanatic believer, but I'm pretty close to the true believer level, I guess. Maybe that's the best way to put it. I think this game will come out in whatever stage, or in whatever stage it is when it does come out. But it will come out eventually. I don't want to crash. It will come out eventually. Just what it looks like in the end. What it looks like when it comes out is going to be completely different. I've been there for almost all of the major changes, and I still find I'm pretty happy coming back to the game. I think that where's my landing bay? This way. Get to where we gotta go.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's check this landing. Let's see. What do they give it? A 6 out of 5? 6 out of 10? Ooh, accomplished. Power off. Let's hop out. Yeah. He's just for everything that it isn't. It definitely is gorgeous. That's just, to me, that's all inspiring. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm in here now, so this is all I need to do is get it back to Everest. Ready. So, thank you very much for joining for the stream. I'm cutting it for tonight. If you like what you see, definitely consider giving us a follow. If you don't, that's cool too. It's your prerogative. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. Happy to activate any of that kind of stuff. If you have any questions about the game, about Star Citizen, where it's at, what's happened, send us a message or ask in chat, and I'll definitely do my best to answer it to the best of my knowledge. But other than that, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We'll definitely be back Tuesday night. If Riot's on, we'll definitely hit up Riot to go and have a drool around the 400i. So thank you very much. Y'all have a good one. Good night.